All right, it is June 4th, 2026. It is 80 degrees outside. Winds are at 9 miles per hour. We're on the back slope of the residence, kind of just behind the back porch, upper, as close to the ridge, as close to the ridge vent as I could get. And it is about 8:03. We're about to start our repair assessment here. So I have marked out the repair area in yellow. My odd numbers on the left, evens are on the right. My assessment shingle is marked out in white, and then I will be marking any issues or changes in the condition of the shingles with blue chalk. So let's go ahead and get this started. All right. So we're going to start off by using our traditional kind of flat bar. I like to use this one because it has a low angle on it. I'm going to start off with unsealing our assessment shingle. And whenever I start these, I always like to go over and under the sawtooth because it's kind of a thicker part of the shingle. Less chance of there being any issues. Yep. Yeah, these things are. Pretty well sealed. Sorry, there's a bunch of gnats out here. All right. So, there we go. Right, I had a slight tear on my assessment shingle here. I'm sorry. Gnats are flying in my mouth. I'm going to notate there. Making sure this is rolling correctly. All right. All right, so we have our assessment shingle unsealed. Now we're going to start off with unsealing 5, 6, excuse me, 7, and 8. That is so we can remove our fasteners. I'm sorry. Apologies for that. When removing unsealing 5 and 6, it's recommended to remove all the way down, since we will have to be lifting the shingle to reinstall our fasteners. And we just had a slight tear on number 6. Tear on number 6. tear on number 6. And the sealant is down so hard, it makes these a little harder to get started. Once again, I'm trying to keep this flat bar as flush to the roof as possible. That's it. Not creating damages. Alright, we got a tear here that was just expressed on number 7. Oh, forgot to strike number 6. Tear on number 7. Tear on number 7. Alright, let's get on 8 unsealed. We can start moving our fasteners here. Once again, I'd like to start with the sawtooth because it's a thicker part of the shingle here and here. It gives a better start point. Go, it's coming through. All right, so we have all of our surrounding shingles unsealed. So we're going to start removing our fasteners, starting with under number 5. All right, there's our first fastener. And when I'm lifting these shingles, I try to lift at the applique as well. Less chances, or with the back of my hand when I can, of creating any tears or any condition changes with the shingle. Seeing a little bit of mat transfer here from unsealing the shingles. There we go. Fastener was a little crooked in there, so it made it a little harder to get out. All right, now we're going to go under number 7 and number 8 to get our fasteners out. Oh, so we just had a pull through here on number 5. Pull through on number 5. Pull through on number 5. Another slight pull through here. Mark this one. Also on number 5. Pull through on number 5. Pull through on number 5. That's relentless. Oh yeah, we got some mat transfer here that we'll notate once we get this last fastener out. This should be the last one for our assessment shingle. Let's give this a shot, a little wiggle. Oh, looks like I missed one here in the center. All right. There we go. Okay. So, our assessment shingle's out. We have some mat transfer from 5 and 6. And also some mat transfer on the back. Let's get this all documented. Mat transfer from shingle 1 and 2. Mat transfer on assessment shingle from shingles 5 and 6. Mat transfer from shingle 5 onto assessment shingle. Mat transfer on number 6 to assessment shingle. Alright, so we have our mat transfer here on number 2. Jeez. Mat transfer from assessment shingle to shingle 2. Exposed fiberglass mat on shingle 1 from mat transfer to assessment. transfer cause exposed fiberglass mat. All right, that's okay. So we have some mat transfer here, from number 3 to number 5. Mat transfer from shingle 3 to 5 created exposed fiberglass mat. A little flashlight here. Mat transfer from shingle 5 created exposed fiberglass mat on shingle 3. And we got mat transfer on from shingle 5 to shingle 7. Yep, got one right here. Mat transfer from shingle 6 to shingle 8. Mat transfer from shingle 8 to shingle 6 created exposed fiberglass mat on number 6. Okay, so at this point we have had an anomaly or condition changes with every shingle except for number 4. So being this is a repair assessment, I'm going to go ahead and just reinstall this current shingle and then use proper roof cement to seal everything down. Traditionally, we don't like to reinstall, when doing a repair, reusing shingles, but being that we are just assessing things out here today, we're gonna just use this process. So, just making sure we've got everything. We have pull-throughs on 5, mat transfer, tears. All right, so we obviously know that this shingle fits because we just removed it. I'm gonna put this one back in. Get it lined up here. Get some fresh fasteners. All right, so we are going to start off by putting our fasteners in under number 5 and work our way over to 6 and then go up to 7 and 8. When I lift these shingles, I try to lift them with the back of my hand at the appliques as to not create any tears or any creasing or anything like that. Try to be as gentle as I can. I also have to lift the shingle just to a proper height of being able to install the fastener flush to the decking. So that being said, when I take this hammer, I try not to lift it any higher, and I have to have a little striking distance. Manufacturer specifications say that we have to install fasteners flush to the decking for proper installation. So I'm going to mark our mat transfer here, and we have some on 6 as well, just for notes. Okay, so once again, getting our fasteners reinstalled here, or new fasteners installed, sorry. And the thing that I'm going to come up with, well, let's just get these installed first. You know, when you have this mat transfer, it creates weak spots in the shingle. So I know we're reusing the assessment shingle, but up here in 5 and 7, it becomes an 8 and 6. Sorry, it becomes a little bit of an issue on having, you know, shingles when you're working around them that become affected by the repair. Once again, not trying to lift this shingle any higher than I have to, but do need to make sure that, you know, I have enough room for getting these fasteners flush. All right, when working with 7 and 8, sometimes can pose a little bit less flexibility due to the shingles above them not being unsealed. So, once again, I try to lift, creating as little condition changes as possible, meaning creasing or anything like that. So, I'm starting to get some delamination here on number 7 on these appliques, and you can even see right here, number 7 just came loose. So grab this so I'll show. Delamination occurred on number 7 applique when trying to install the new fasteners. Alright, I know we're running out of sunlight here, so I'll make sure the camera can catch everything. We have more delamination here on number 7. Alright, just need to get one fastener here in. Man, these things are stiff. All right, so we have our assessment shingle reinstalled. At this time, a little overview here before we run out of all the sunlight. We have had mat transfer. Every shingle has had some kind of condition change other than number 4. We had 2 tears, a tear on 6 and a tear on 7 when unsealing the shingles. Unsealing these shingles created mat transfer on all shingles except for number 4. And we had some delamination on number 7 due to the restrictive lifting of the shingle. And we appreciate your time.